Tron Legacy. The movie kicks off with Kevin Flynn telling his son Sam bedtime stories about the grid, a digital world he created, and that one day he will take Sam there. But that night, Flynn heads to work and straight up vanishes, never comes home. With Kevin gone, his company Encom, the tech giant he built, starts falling apart. The board takes over, and now it's all about the bread. They're out here pushing overpriced software and throwing Kevin's whole vision out the window. The company was not heading in the right direction. Fast forward 20 years and Sam's all grown up, cruising through the city on his bike. He breaks into the Encom towers just as the board is about to announce a new product. They're all about the cheddar now, not the user. The company really moving like, if you ain't got no money, take your broke ass home. Sam sneaks into the server room and hacks the system, then uploads the entire software online for free. Brody just dropped it for the people, had the Encom millionaires in complete disbelief. Nah, they were mad as hell, like look at their faces. Except Alan Bradley, Flynn's Brody. He's day one. He was the only one that was actually happy. Sam dips out the building, then jumps off the roof trying to escape, but the police pull up quick and arrest his ass. They had him on 5 stars already. They chuck him in jail, but y'all know he was stacking, so he was out that bitch that same night. When you got it, money talks. Alan pulls up to Sam's spot and tells him something weird. He got paged from Flynn's old number, the one that's been disconnected for years. Creepy stuff. He tells Sam to check it out as it came from the old arcade. Literally now an abandoned building. He pulls up to the spot and notices scratch marks on the ground, right where the Tron arcade machine was. He moves it and boom, a secret passage. Nigga finds a whole room underneath with his dad's old office literally untouched. This is the type of secret spots you need to cook that good stuff.
Goddamn right.
He dusts off the old computer and powers it on. But before he can even blink, a laser digitalizes him on the spot and transports him straight to the grid. Bro runs outside like, what? What the hell? What the helly? Nigga thought he was tripping. But this is kind of crazy though. Like, just imagine we can do this in real life. What game y'all jumping into? Let me know down in the comments. Sam gets spotted by a ship and snatched up. He tries talking to the others on board, but quickly realizes they're all NPCs. Like, look at him. Who bit his face? Damn. A black guard pulls up and starts sorting everyone into 2 categories, rectifiers or game. One of the NPCs clearly wasn't trying to play. Nigga runs off and jumps off the bridge. Like he basically just Control-Alt-deleted himself with no hesitation. Sam gets selected for games and gets sent down to this weird chamber where 4 women pull up and start undressing him. And if this is what games is, I don't know why Brody deleted himself. I mean, you could put me on games any day of the week. Alright, let's get back to the video. So they weren't just undressing him for a diddy off, they were actually suiting him up for the game. They got him a whole new fresh slick suit with lights and even gave him an identity disc. Okay, what now?
Survive.
The doors open and the elevator takes him into this arena with thousands of programs watching. Bro is lost. Then an NPC drops in his platform, whips out his disc and launches it right at him. It misses, but Sam's still thinking, is this some type of simulation? Until he looks across the arena and sees another player get absolutely Swiss cheese. And yeah, that's all it took. Now he had to lock in. He pulls his disc out and they start chucking it back and forth, weaving each other's shots on some Matrix shit. But the NPC cracks the floor beneath Sam and now he's hanging on like Mufasa. He climbs back up and keeps it moving cause the grid wasn't playing. The NPC starts pressing Sam, trying to get that close range battle. He was done playing around.
You gonna get straight to it, nigga.
He jumps onto the jump pad, so Sam uses his big brain and cracks his landing spot. Had him falling right through, deleting himself. Damn, he went out the worst way. I won! Let me out now! Nigga really thought he was in for one game. Gang, that was round 1. Another NPC drops in and Sam's like, yeah, fuck this, and charges straight at him. He deflects the disc mid-air and boom, it deletes dude instantly. And I can't lie, Sam kinda nice with this, but he was not trying to stick around for another round. He jumps down onto another platform and starts running. And now everyone is confused. The crowd, the game host, shit, even me. Sam makes it to the lowest platform and now he's somehow in the final round. This program steps to the middle and just by his walk, Sam knew he was cooked. And to top things off, the crowd is screaming his name. He definitely the LeBron of this. Rizzler whips out the double disc and I can't even lie. He cold. He hurls the butt like he playing javelin. One cracked Sam right in the mouth, then had him crawling back like he seen the Holy Ghost. But shit was not sweet. He gets back up and yanks his right at him. But Rinsler's bag was a little too deep. Nigga hits a handstand and flips into a double tornado flip, lands it and ducks without looking. The platform suddenly flips vertical and boom, Sam smacks right into the ceiling. Rizzler wastes no time and starts pressing him. And yeah, they were throwing hands. They were really getting active. Wait, did this nigga just do a push-up mid-fight? Rinzler gets up and slices Sam on the leg, then hits a clean flip and minks him right in the jaw. Had him flat on his stomach. The platform flips back to horizontal, and as soon as Sam looked up, Rinzler dropped right on his head. Homie had that Brandon Knight experience. Just as he's about to finish him, Rinzler sees blood from Sam's leg, and suddenly he stops. Programs do not bleed. He steps back realizing this is a user. The game stops immediately, and they take Sam right to the throne room. He gets there thinking, alright, I'm about to see my old man. But nah, standing there was Clue, Kevin Flynn's doppelganger. Clue walks up smooth and grabs Sam's disc, then starts peeping through all his memories like some sort of photo album. But Sam still doesn't clock what's going on. So Clue just tells him, I ain't your dad, gang. Then it's straight to business. He drags Sam down to the arena, then challenges him straight to the final game, Light Cycle. And this ain't just a race, this is the main event in the entire Tron universe. The guard brings out the batons and Sam is confused, like look at how he's holding it. Nigga really thought this was a lightsaber. The other players roll in and Clue whips out his right, and man, this was so cold when I first watched it back in 2010. Like this movie was way ahead of his time, no bap. As soon as Sam sees the bikes come out, he's like, now this is my shit. He launches his bike out, as does his teammates. The game starts and now everyone activates their light trails. It was really survival of the fittest. 2 minutes into the game, Sam looks down and his teammate just gets crossed and instantly deleted. A blue rider tries bumping Clue but gets a quick one to the mouth, had bro out in dreamland. Clue revs up and boom! They really put a bunch of level 1 bots on Sam's team, so he had to lock in. He goes under the tunnel, then just rides over this dude and just cuts him off, instantly deleting him. But Clue was on the other side doing the same thing. He was really out there torching the blue team, and Sam can see that. So he tells his last teammate they have to team up and work together. They double up and bait a red rider into a cross, and yeah, he was gone. Delete! They chase down another rider and start sandwiching him mid lane. They get him, but the NPC falls off his bike, so Sam had to spin the block and grab his baton. When he tries to return it, Clue just jumps down on his head, killing him instantly. And just look at Sam's face. Bro is completely stunned. Now it's just Sam and Clue. Sam spins the block ready to run it, but Clue was not new to this. He whips out his disc and obliterates Sam's bike, had him flying in the air and dropping like a ragdoll. Just as Clue's about to finish him off, a mysterious car drifts in, blocking his path and had his ass launching in the air. Sam gets in the whip and a bunch of soldiers just start chasing the car down. And look at how mad Clue was. You could see it in his eyes. The light cycles start closing in, but Shorty was not tripping. She sideswipes one off the lane and deletes it instantly. Then she drops her grenades and booms both of them. Nah, she cold. She quickly blows a hole straight through the wall and dives right in. The rest of Clue's soldiers stop chasing her as their vehicles cannot leave the grid, so they just had to watch them disappear. The girl finally reveals herself, Cora, and she's the real deal. She takes Sam to a secret hideout deep in the Outlands, and boom, there he is, Kevin Flynn. Sam just stands there in disbelief. After all these years, he's finally seeing his father again. They hug it out, and yeah, it kind of gets a little emotional, you know? It's been a long time coming. That night, around a warm glow in the minimalist hideout, Flynn breaks it all down, how he disappeared and what went wrong. Him, Tron, and Clue had originally worked together to create the perfect digital system. Everything was going smooth until they discovered something unexpected. ISOs, self-evolving programs with biodigital DNA. These weren't man-made, they just emerged, and they had potential to solve real-world mysteries, diseases, science, philosophy. Flynn saw them as a miracle, but Clue, on the other hand, programmed to build a flawless system, saw them as an imperfection. That's when it all went downhill. Clue turned, staged a coup, ambushed Flynn and Tron, and took control of the grid. Tron fought to protect Flynn, but Clue supposedly Jerez'd him. Flynn barely escaped and went into hiding in the Outlands. The ISOs were wiped out. It was so bad they called it the Purge. Nah, real shit. The only survivor was Cora. And now there's only one way out, a portal, but it's only open for a limited time. After Clue's coup, it closed, trapping Flynn inside the grid for decades. Here's the crazy part. Time in the grid moves way faster. 8 hours in here is 30 seconds in the real world. So Flynn's been stuck in here for what feels like 20,000 years. Sam realizes if he got in, that means the portal is open again. So he's hyped. He can get his dad out now. But Flynn shuts it down quickly. He never sent that message to Alan. So if Sam is here, that means Clue's playing chess. Clue needs Flynn's identity disc, which is literally the key to controlling the portal and escaping the grid. Flynn tells him, if you step out, you're putting us all at risk. But Sam didn't come all this way to just do nothing. As soon as Flynn went to bed, Cora knew Sam wasn't gonna stay still. She hands him a device, some kind of tracker, telling him to find a program named Zeus. Back in the day, Zeus was a legend, fought with the ISOs during the Purge, but that was literally thousands of years ago. Sam sneaks out, grabs the fastest light cycle, and speeds straight to the city. Once there, a mysterious girl named Jim finds him and takes him to the coldest spot in the grid, the end of Line Club. This is where all the Hers were. He heads upstairs and boom, he was there, Zeus, a flamboyant program dressed in all white, waiting in his private lounge. Sam asks him how to get to the portal. Something is off. Zeus isn't the rebel he used to be. Nigga turned to the dark side. Clue soldiers storm in the club and instantly start destroying random NPCs. Not that they had to, nah, they were just doing it for the love of the game. Korra pulls up out of nowhere to back Sam and they start getting to it. But while they were scrapping, Korra gets hit with the Sasuke special and loses her arm. Shit was not looking good until the goat stepped in. Flynn enters and touches the ground and suddenly all the NPCs start turning on Clue's soldiers. The aura was undeniable. They jumped the rectifiers like niggas owed them money. Zeus sees that and knows, nah, this ain't for me, and dips. Flynn, Sam, and Korra hop in the elevator, but one of the guards manages to snatch Flynn's disc just before the doors close, then blows the side of the elevator, sending it crashing straight down. Zeus, being Zeus, isn't about to let someone else take the W, so he blams the guard and grabs the disc. As the trio crash to the bottom, Flynn stops the elevator and they get straight onto a ship. Flynn quickly reactivates Korra because she's too important. Clue pulls up to the club after all that chaos and Zeus hands over the disc, the most important assist of the entire grid. Zeus out here excited, thinking he's about to get promoted or something, but Clue just tells him,
"You did a great job."
Then his guards just start planting bombs all over the club. They fly off and boom! Yeah, he did that boy so dirty. And I low-key understand it because you can never really trust someone who flipped from another side. Korra wakes up, finally back online after that long reset. They finally arrive at the portal, and as soon as they get there, Flynn realizes Clue has been busy. Dude has been secretly building an army prepping to invade the real world. Rinsler pulls up searching for them. When Flynn locks eyes with him, the memory hits. Rinsler is Tron. He's still alive, just reprogrammed. The very protector of the grid turned into Clue's personal hitman, fighting against everything he literally was made to defend. Clue really out here violating the entire system. Korra steps up to distract Rinsler, buying Flynn and Sam the time they need to slip away. Meanwhile, Clue activates Flynn's disc and starts broadcasting to every program in the city.
"We're heading to the real world. We can finally see a real sunset. And yes, watch the king play live."
Sam sneaks into the tower and flanks both these guards, literally Spartan kicking them off the edge. He quickly violates the rest and reaches the throne room. After securing the disc, he grabs this nigga by the neck and was like, "Where my girl at?" And me personally, I can never let this slide. I'ma have to die right there. Tron walks in with Korra and yeah, it was that time again. He chucks her to the ground and whips out the double disc. Sam pulls out his, then yanks it straight at Tron. He dodges it, then Sam throws his father's disc, quickly distracting him. Korra jumps up and minks Tron straight to the ground. Had Brody in complete disbelief. He grabs a light jet and they jump straight out the window, quickly landing on Flynn. Don't lose this again, gang. Clue makes it back to the tower and before Bro can even say anything, delete. He ain't do shit to Tron though, cause I guess he's too important. He's their best soldier. Then it's on. They all whip out their batons and start chasing the ship. And yeah, they were catching up real quick. Flynn tells Sam to take the turret, so Sam hits a 180 and starts getting to work, dropping jets. Korra crosses in front of this NPC and yeah, delete. Sam knocks the third one straight into the ocean, but one of the jets was being a problem, so Korra needed to get behind it. So she flies straight up with Brody right on her tail. Then they both lose power mid-air, and just like that, she was right behind him. Easy eats. Blam! They're up, but it ain't over. Tron pulls up out of nowhere and destroys the turret, jamming Sam's gun. Then he flies right over the ship, locking eyes with Flynn, and then it hits him. All the memories come flooding back. Flynn's voice echoes in his head. "You fight for the users." That's all he needed. Tron peels off, soaring upwards, finally breaking Clue's code. Bro was reawakening after like 20,000 years. But Clue was not about to let that slide. He starts lighting up the entire ship, blasting it straight out the sky. Just as it's looking like it's over, Tron returns and T-goes right into Clue. Bro really sacrificed his life to give him a shot. As they're falling out the sky, Clue manages to snatch Tron's baton and uses it to fly off like a thief in the night. He drops straight into the sea of simulation. He was cooked. His lights flicker off and that was the end. The others finally make it to the portal, but Clue's already standing there, dead in front, like he's been waiting for this moment his entire life. Flynn steps up and tries to talk him down like, "I'm sorry, I messed up when I created you." But Clue wasn't trying to hear all that. Bro just Spartan kicks him straight to the ground. Sam tries backing his dad with a two-piece combo, but Clue eats it and just yanks him onto the ground. Like, gang, there's levels to this. Korra flips to the other side to protect Sam, so Clue realizes, why am I fighting these two bums? I ain't here for them. So he walks straight back to Flynn and smack kicks him right in the jaw. He snatches the disc off his back and realizes this is not his. He switched it with Korra's, and Clue's completely shocked, asking himself, why would he sacrifice everything for them? But he'll never get it. He was programmed to be perfect, not a human. So Clue runs back and tries to make the jump. He almost makes it, but Flynn steps up. Brody put his hands down on the grid and rips Clue right back inside him. He really dragged him right in like a corrupted file. And just like that, boom, the entire system was wiped out. Sam and Korra make it back to the real world, and I guess he has an NPC girlfriend.